In this video, we're going to walk through how transitions work in ProPresenter. Transitions are the tools you employ to create presentations where slides or media move, dissolve, or shift between elements with seamless fluidity. ProPresenter gives you several ways to apply transitions, from a single global setting that affects everything on a layer, all the way down to individual objects on a slide. Understanding how these layers work together will give you full control over how your content moves. Visually, there are two global transitions in ProPresenter, one for your slide content and another for your media. The global slide transition is located below the slide view area and is identified by an orange transition icon. The global media transition is located beneath the media bin when it's open, and it's identified by a purple icon. If the media bin is closed, the media transition moves to sit next to the slide transition. For each of these, you have three options. The first option applies a cut transition. A cut is instantaneous. It takes place between the end of one frame and the beginning of the next with no duration. The second option applies a dissolve transition, which can be set anywhere from 1/10 of a second up to 5 seconds, depending on the effect that you choose. The third option opens the advanced transitions window, which we'll cover in a moment. These global transitions apply to every slide or media item in the program, unless a more specific transition has been set. You can apply a transition to an individual presentation in two ways. The first is by clicking the transitions icon in the presentation header. This opens the full transitions window where you can select your desired transition. The second is from edit mode. With no slide element selected, navigate to the Presentation tab on the right side and click on Choose Transition. A transition that is applied at the presentation level will override the global transition for all slide content in that presentation. If you want to revert to the global transition at any point, open the Advanced Transitions window and click the Default button in the top left corner. Transitions can also be applied to individual slides. This would apply that transition only to the relevant slide or slides when triggered. To do this, right-click on the slide or cue and select Transitions. As with presentation transitions, you can revert to the global transition at any time using the Default button in the Advanced Transitions window. In edit mode, you can also set a slide transition when no slide element is selected from the Build tab on the right side by clicking Add Build. For media cues, transitions are set in the Media Inspector window. Right-click on the media cue and select Inspector. Once inside the inspector, click the Transition tab on the right. This can be added to a media item inside a presentation as a media action on a slide or macro, or directly from the media bin. Transitions can be applied to individual objects on a slide as well. We call these builds. If you'd like to learn more information about builds, please check out the dedicated tutorial in this playlist. Props, Bibles, and messages each have their own transition settings as well. Transitions applied in these locations only affect those specific elements and do not follow the global transition settings. They must be configured individually within their respective windows. The Advanced Transitions window is accessible from any of the locations described previously. When opened, the window displays all available transitions on the left side. Clicking a transition applies it and shows its adjustable parameters on the right side. To preview a transition, place the cursor on the left edge of the preview box above the transition name and drag it to the right. The drop-down menu in the top left of the window allows you to filter which transitions are displayed. The default view shows all transitions, but you can also filter by recent selections, specific transition types, or favorites. To save a favorite, select a transition, configure the parameters exactly like you want them, and click the star icon on the right side of the window next to the transition name. The name becomes editable at this point, allowing you to label it in a way that affects its settings. For example, fade to black 0.5 seconds. Multiple versions of the same transition with different parameters can each be saved as separate favorites. Once favorites are saved, they can be accessed quickly by selecting Favorites from the drop-down menu in the top left of the Advanced Transitions window. That covers transitions in ProPresenter, from global defaults to per-object settings and everything in between. For more ProPresenter training, be sure to check out the other tutorials in this series. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.